Hola supervivientes, bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo de DayZ Hispano.es. Hoy os traemos algo calentito, recién salido del horno. Rocket ha estado haciendo streaming en Twitch durante una hora aproximadamente, ha estado mostrando pues diferentes características del juego, lo hemos estado viendo desde el principio, lo hemos grabado desde el principio, pero hemos tenido un pequeño problema con el software de grabación y solo os vamos a poder mostrar alrededor de los últimos 20 minutos en los que ha estado jugando. Por falta de tiempos los vamos a dejar tal cual para que los veáis. La verdad es que el sonido tampoco es que tenga gran calidad, pero bueno, mejor esto que nada. En breve haremos otro vídeo pues desgranando un poco todo lo que ha sido el streaming. Sin más, os dejo con la grabación, perdonad la calidad del vídeo y del sonido, pero nos ha pillado un poco por sorpresa y nada, que lo disfrutéis.
That's definitely high on the list. One of the big ones is animals, which actually I think is going to make it in time for the alpha release. Just doesn't appear to be doing anything. Nice. Alpha. Yay. VSync. Why do I even have VSync on? Shouldn't I have that off? Probably improved my frame rate drastically there. Not sure why I had that on. Is this answering people's questions or what they're saying?
Yeah, I think it helps to be able to see all like the different settings that you can have and everything. It definitely helps.
Someone just asked an interesting question that I've seen asked a range of
sorry.
times.
1 sec. I'm going to interrupt Chris. Can you just let me know if you have a field of view slider at all, or if you're going to be putting one in?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll demo that off now. I got to remember where that is.
Sorry, scumbag me. Go ahead, Chris.
There we go. Oh god, that guy needs to bandage. Hey, Asian dude in the red t-shirt, you need to bandage, man. Rip your t-shirt up. You have to take it off first.
I think there'll be a lot of that in live streams across Twitch. There'll be, hey, black dude in the red shirt, go to the Asian dude with the green shirt and Panda Gem. A lot of kind of referring to people by how they look. That already happens a lot.
Wait, hold on. Did you say rip your t-shirt up to make a bandage?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I must have missed that, but that's amazing. You obviously that's an inspiration from Project Zomboid,
Inspiration's one word for it, the other word is stealing. No, look, I love the Project Zomboid guys. I love their game, and they've been really awesome. So I talked to them about a lot of stuff and said, look, your guys' game's great. Like I say, I encourage everybody to go out and check Project Zomboid out. It's on Steam Early Access. You can even try the demo. I don't think they should provide the demo because I think everyone should just buy it.
Yeah, take the plunge.
Yeah. It is honestly one of the best games I've ever played in my life.
It is, but we need to have little sort of emoticons that tell you where you're at. We need to have that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can see the rags here, and rags are piles. So there's a lot of stuff that you can. Rags 1 rounds remaining. I should probably change that word rounds or put it in the config or something. It's not working yet, but you can eat rotten food and it can maybe make you sick. So just about everything in the game can be picked up. You see that guy there's got a hammer. That guy there's got a mask on. Some people might recognize that mask. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Another very, very cool game that we have played.
Oh, no way, you've got the, what's that, the weeping face from Payday?
Yeah, so I love Payday 2 as well. Huge inspiration. I'd encourage everybody to go check that out as well. There's the DLC, I haven't had a chance to do it yet. David Goldfarb, you guys know him as well, right? You've talked to him on Twitter.
Awesome.
He is
such a great
amazing.
developer.
Such a good example. And he's just been so supportive of our project as well. I gave him a couple of keys, haven't had a chance to actually play with him yet, but yeah, it's something huge. I like they're giving me the bird. I love this as well, the pipe wrench. Quite a good weapon in the game, but it doesn't have the reach, but a much higher durability than, say, the baseball bat.
Can you demo for us any crafting right now, or the interiors of any nearby buildings, like perhaps if there's a high-rise around?
I don't know whether it is a high-rise. I'll just ask. Oh, I may as well say it. Anywhere good we can run, guys? Anyone got any suggestion for an area we can show off?
I like that tooltip. You no longer feel full of water.
Yeah, that's, but some of the guys, the designers we've got working, aren't lead the way, Quantum. Which one are you, Quantum? Sorry, what did you ask, Chris? Okay, lead the way, Quantum.
I was just pointing out the emoticon, the kind of text feedback for you are no longer full of water.
Oh yeah, so our designers, obviously their English isn't super good. That whole thing needs focus.
So I just asked, and I've not caught up with you on this recently, but it's something we've spoken about in length previously. Do the in-game radios support transmissions such as internet radio?
Yes, they do. In fact, that's the only thing they support.
I don't know. I thought you gave a really good demo of it at Res when you would put it down and you ran away from it, and you could hear the audio fading in and out. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Look, there's a lot of stuff that's just plain old unfinished. Just like totally plain old unfinished. And we're just going to have to be really honest with people when the alpha starts that that's the case. Yeah, we've got a few people on the server now. At least it hasn't crashed. Immortal last words. I can't wait till we bro up in this, Chris. It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome, absolutely. I'm sure you'll be hog-tying people like Ada in no time.
Oh god, and then giggling like a 5-year-old.
I think the poor server is under a bit of strain. We haven't checked in our big optimizations yet, so that's one of the big things we need to do before we release the alpha to handle a lot of players.
Okay, you know how infection is something that you're really pushing to be a big part of Standalone. Are you able to, I know that you come across items that are infected in the game, in the world, but are you able to actually infect items yourself actively? So, for example, if you ripped up a shirt and made bandages, could you infect the bandages, and then maybe when you're bandaging someone, you're sort of actually hurting them, not helping them, but it seems like you're helping them?
Exactly. That's exactly
really?
right. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh god, I've lost
the
the
bike
guys.
man
I'm gonna
approach,
nerd
we'll
out
call it.
now.
Where'd you guys go? I shouldn't have stopped. I was wanting to check out my inventory. Uh-oh. I think server crash. No, not server crash. That's weird. I'm going to restart the server anyway. Oh no. No, it's alright. It's not crash. Where'd you guys go to? And I don't have a compass.
One thing I noticed when you used a bandage earlier, and you kind of had your inventory screen over the top of it, so I'm sure some people missed it. You actually have a full animation now where your character puts their arm out and wraps the bandage around them and kind of dabs at their arm and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really nice touch.
So see, we're putting in special animations for every item and stuff like that. So you see, when this comes through, you'll see that I've got a kitchen knife and I'm stabbing with it. And the same occurs with I think we're pretty close to the Northern Airfield. I don't know where these guys are. I lost them.
One thing I've not seen you do is a mouse wheel down context menu, Armor 2 style. So say your buddy's next to you, he's bleeding, you have a bandage, he doesn't. How do you interact with him to do the bandage?
You just look at him. Yeah, you just look at him, and it'll say bandage, their name and stuff like that. I'm going to fire around and... Oh. Probably wasted a whole bunch of rounds there.
Will the game inherently
Did you hear that?
support...
Sorry, go ahead.
Will the game support track IR, someone's asking?
Yep, already does.
I'm sure people are curious to know about Rift.
Well, as you know, I love the Rift.
Yeah.
But you've got to get 50 frames. Okay, Smash, I'm on my way.
Someone asked if you can throw knives.
No. So we need to deal with physics. That's one of the reasons we put in bullet. The bullet physics is because we want to be able to do all this stuff. But it's a multiplayer game, you know. If this was a single player game, it would have been out a year ago, and it would have a whole bunch of stuff. But it's not. And one of the reasons that everybody likes DayZ is because it's a multiplayer
Exclusively
experience.
multiplayer.
Yeah. Just you can't drink while you're running at the moment.
Will there be weapon maintenance added at any point?
Yeah, so a lot of things. One of the things I want to do with the rags is have it so that you can use the rags to patch your clothes and stuff like that. But I just haven't got there yet.
Right, yeah. Is that going to be something that you work on after alpha release, or?
Yeah, we're just so focused on the performance stuff now. Like, it's just so critical.
How is the performance and netcode and everything going?
Well, I mean, it's not too bad. Hey, is the stream running okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
great.
Perfect.
It's getting better. It's getting way better. I just found those guys. Yo. Oh god, that guy's stuck in the animation. So where this is a bug here, you can see where the characters get stuck in an animation. It's caused by the network bubble. Guys, I'm just going to disconnect and reconnect, okay? So don't run anywhere.
You recently tweeted out a picture trying to convey the importance of the network bubble, where the whole map was blue, and it was like everything that Arma 3 considers is blue, and then there's a little red circle in the corner that says, this is my engine, this is what we consider around the player. I think a lot of people couldn't quite grasp what you were trying to explain in that picture, and considering I think I have a pretty good understanding of it, and I think it's going to be an incredible step forward for the engine and for a game of this nature. Do you want to take a moment to explain to everyone what it means and how important it's going to be going forward?
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be hugely important. Just critically. Yeah. I mean, what did you sort of specifically mean?
So I think a lot of people saw that picture and they didn't quite grasp what you meant.
Oh, in terms of the bubble and that. Actually,
The bubble, yeah.
I had prepared quite a good dev blog to explain that. Yeah, look, it's huge. It presents a really massive opportunity for us. Really significant. I mean, it allows us to have... someone must have killed my freaking character. Or I died. Oh, that sucks. I'm back at the start, guys. And people wonder why we're not out yet. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is why. You too could lose your character. Oh, I know why! I'm such an idiot! I left my script in that kills my character when I disconnect.
Scoreboard error.
Oh, no. Why did I do that? Oh, well.
Someone else asked about the zombie AI and zombies in general. Will zombies all have kind of a flat health, or will they have different levels of health? And will there be locational damage on them? For example, if you hit them from behind over the head with a hammer, it's practically a one-shot, whereas if you bash them in the arms for a bit, it won't hurt them at all.
Exactly. I mean, that's in there at the moment. At the moment, you... I'll just tell these guys I'll run to you. Yeah, at the moment, if you hit them in the head, it does a lot more damage than if you, just hit them in the normal spot.
Because I think a lot of people want to bring DayZ, because I think initially there was an interesting curve in classic DayZ. So when you play it for the first time, you don't want to find any people. It's hard enough staying alive, and you're sneaking around, and you're bleeding. You've got a blurry screen. Everything's black and white, and you kind of feel completely intimidated by the zombies. After a week or so of playing, you can kind of work out, oh, okay, if I do A, B, and C, the zombies are almost nothing in the game anymore. Now I can go and kill players. Well, I think people want to bring back in that feeling of when you bump into a player, they're another threat on top of the zombies, as opposed to the zombies just being kind of an irritation.
Yeah, look, honestly, I think the zombies need a huge amount of work in that regard. It's the thing is, you fix the bugs and you remove some of the difficulty. Now, I'm not saying the game should be difficult because of bugs, but we need to put something back in there. I think what I'm going to do is a lot of what Project Zomboid kind of has, which is one of the suggestions was if the zombies hit you, they're just about always going to cause bleeding damage. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that there's a chance that they can cause you to get some kind of infection, like a tetanus or something like that.
Right. So if you're in a kind of a built-up area and you see a guy running across a field, you would actually think twice about shooting him because there's some zombies nearby, and if one of them smacks you as you brush past, all of a sudden you've got to go and find some antibiotics or a saline drip or something else. There's a lot more, risk in brushing through zombies, whereas at the moment you can just run past them. Oh, I'm bleeding. I'll run in this room, bandage, and off you go. No kind of long-term threat.
Yeah, it was like Shannon was saying about the way she plays Project Zomboid. She's really careful, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of what we want to have for DayZ, is that people are actually careful about dealing with the zombies. This one over there, hopefully it's glitched. It's stuck, looks like it's stuck on a fence. Now, Razor said keep the sun on your right. I'm really just running around. We can run around, answer a few questions, and then I reckon we should go play some CK2 or something. If you're down for it, Shannon.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you able to show in like an interior of a few buildings or something maybe then, if you're looking to sort of wind down?
Yeah. You know what, I should really, if everyone can just bear with me on the stream, I am going to figure out the location of the apartment buildings near Cherno. To do that,
you're going to do the coordinate teleport.
Yeah. So, where are we? I'll just.
Can you do the slow-mo on this build? Remember the slow-mo you showed us? Or is it going to slow everyone down?
No, I can't. You can. That's the thing. When you're connected to the server like this, you can't use anything because the commands are entirely removed. They're not even the executable. So that really drastically reduces the scripting. So I can't. I can't even do anything.
Well, that's kind of a good demonstration, really. You're here live streaming the game, and in the current build, even though you want to, you can't figure out a way to teleport yourself around easily. And one of the most poignant problems we had in DayZ is that duping and hacking and scripting became really prevalent. And you really let that down, right? So as I understand it, your client is basically just a dumb client that is told by the server where you are and what you're doing based on your key inputs. It doesn't actually tell the server, hey, I have this gun. It says, what do I have? And the server says, you have this gun.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just asking Brian for the codes for the Cherno apartments. Because of the way the game works, I can't run more than one version of it at a time. So I'll ask Brian and hopefully he'll tell me. We've got another new compass in game as well. It's not on the spawn table yet though. Guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Brian to give me the codes and I'll teleport us all to, when I restart the server, I'll get it to spawn it through at Cherno. Now I'm going
so a few people, since I started talking, a few people about scripts and stuff, a few people have said, I really hope the Standalone doesn't have that kind of problem. Do you want to kind of recap over the fact that the client is basically a dumb client told by the server what's going on, whereas Armor 2 was from the ground up built to be the opposite and built to be kind of client controlled.
Yeah, look, one thing I'd like to say while people are seeing it, if everyone looks at the compass that's in Quantum's hand, see how it's moving, but actually what is kind of bad is it's actually orientated with the player's head. There's a reason for that and we want to change it, but I just thought it was a real cool little thing, like all the animations are specifically targeted. So what was your question again?
So I was just saying, since I mentioned the fact that you can't teleport yourself in this build, or very easily teleport yourself, that shows that this is much more script and hacker resilient. And a few people have actually said, I really hope this game doesn't have hacks because that's what drove me away from DayZ. So I just want to quickly run over the fact that this is going to be much more resilient to those kind of easy scripts.
Yeah, look, I think there's always going to be hacks to games, and what we tried to do was to limit the impact of them and make them, you know, not as terrible really, and lower the impact. So the impacts for them are going to be a lot more local than they were previously, and I think that's quite important. I think the server's struggling.
What item is that guy holding?
Blood bag, I think. Oh no, he was trying to handcuff me, I think.
Oh, is the hog tying in the game now?
It is, but we need to fix it because we've had all these locality changes, and we need to tidy it up. That's what I mean. This is why the alpha's not out. All this kind of little stuff. I'll put a gas canister on the ground. What a waste. Oh yeah, you can actually walk around while you're handcuffed now.
I remember asking you that once, and you said at the time I asked you the current build when you're handcuffed, you're stationary, and I said it'd be funny if you could kind of get up and scrabble away with your hands tied behind your back and maybe break free if it takes like 2 minutes to do the animation or something. So you've added the ability for people to actually try and run away while handcuffed.
Yep, so here we go. So you can see they're walking away. You can move around. It's quite limited what you can do, but at least so you can handcuff people. You can see there's some problems there. I think she might have broken free. But there's a lot of problems we have with it that need to be fixed. Anyway, I think we should take a couple more questions and then call it. It's just going to be too much of a pain in the backside for me to. Next time I do a video or a stream or something like that, we'll show off something more.
Yeah, and maybe we'll even, if you could tweet out like a couple of hours before you start so that people can. Get all prepared and stuff.
And
get their bodies ready.
And because you guys gave up your time to do this as well, you should probably be able to pitch yourself. So this is Sakril, who's one of my friends. He's a big DayZ streamer, and I don't know how the technology works, but presumably they can find you on Twitch or something. And Shannon Z Killer as well. Oh, they find your usernames, right, in the chat?
Yeah, they can.
And I don't know where Bikeman is, but we didn't get Bikey, but
he's in there somewhere. Sorry,
I'll post his Twitch.
Yeah, post his Twitch too. And everybody else, all the streamers. I don't want to play favorites or anything. It's just this happened accidentally. Oops, I was trying to do Twitch and it was on. At least Twitch didn't ban me. That's cool.
That was nice of them.
So it looks like some people are wondering why the axe is positioned weird when you're holding it. I think it looks like
it's lefty. Yeah. That's because good point. That's because oh, brutal. You heard the supersonic crack there. The lefty axe. So the lefty axe is because we need to do some work on the animation engine. It was only ever designed for holding rifles. That's real loud. That's really loud. And so basically once we've tidied up the animation engine, we'll be able to do that other stuff. And I think that's probably a good time to
we'll call it.
Call it.
Well, I actually really like this idea. I know you were saying last week when we were playing Crusader Kings that you actually wanted to just turn on your stream and stream standalone, but that you were concerned about how Twitch works. Maybe, we can get you to do this again really soon.
I think so. Maybe a bit more planned this time.
Yeah.
Well, it worked. And you know what? The server didn't crash. Nearly did, but it didn't crash. So that's a good start. So thank you everyone for watching.
No, thank you for.
And buy
that's
Project
really all.
Zomboid, buy Payday 2, and other stuff.
Indeed, especially Project Zomboid, so good.
Yeah,
if
it
you're,
is
if you're
damn good.
aching for standalone, you've got to get some Project Zomboid going.
Exactly. I have a 30-day surviving character, and I just planted crops.
And you feel so proud that you've done that, right? That's so amazing about that game. You feel so proud that you've done something simple like that.
Yeah.
I think Project Zomboid was the first game I've ever been truly proud to make a cup of tea. I finally made a tea, and I was just so happy. I then got like bum rushed by like 600 zombies, and they beat me to death. But I had a cup of tea, so that's all that mattered.
Exactly.
All right, well, we'll leave you
Thanks
to
to
say
everyone for
goodnight.
tuning in.
Yeah, and we're going to go play some CK2.
Damn right.
So my character's gone! They're dead! Oh! It's just if anyone didn't see the character creation screen, they can see it now. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, everyone.
Tim.
Goodbye. And I don't even know how to turn it off. Let me see if I can figure this out. I just click stop streaming, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Pues nada, supervivientes, muchas gracias por haber visto el vídeo. En breve haremos un pequeño resumen de las cosas más interesantes del streaming. Darle al like, suscribiros al canal y también estamos en Facebook, en Twitter y en Google+. También os podéis pasar por DayZ Hispano.es. Un saludo y gracias por vuestra atención.